Hey Posh Hearts, thank you guys for joining. I'm just gonna wait a second to see who is gonna get on. Okay, so today we're gonna talk about the incentive again. So I already did one kind of overview and Q&A about the incentive period when it was first launched. Was that Thursday or Friday? I can't remember now. And so I have kind of talked about it already, and I just wanted to make sure that I had kind of answered all your guys' questions and kind of gone over what you can be doing during the incentive period and why this is important and why you should pay attention. Now, I get a lot of the same questions. I get questions all the time about what it means to promote within the incentive, what it means to promote outside of the incentive, and like, are you going to lose your team, or do you get to keep whatever happens in the incentive? And ultimately, the incentive, if you want to look at it, is the incentive period is basically additional prizes. So it's something that you guys can be earning regardless of how long you've been with Posh, and it's just additional goodies to basically grow your business. So if you view it that way, it makes it a little bit, hopefully, it makes a little bit more sense. And it's also, if you are a team leader already, then this is a great time for your entire team to kind of grow and to tell and kind of get people excited again, and to show them what they can be doing with their business and that they can be earning more rewards. So if you were somebody that missed out on your props, or it's been a while and you would like to have that kind of driven goal again, this is for you. The incentive period is perfect for every single one of you. You can earn as many prizes as you want during the incentive period, which is awesome because the prizes look really great. And I mean, on top of what you're doing in the incentive period, you're growing your business, you're earning that commission off of it, and this is something that's going to continue. So it's a long-term kind of thing. So if you're someone that's looking at it and thinking that Greece just looks a little bit too overwhelming, or that maybe you're not interested in Greece or anything like that, and maybe the trip isn't driving you, think about what this can do for your long-term business. Think about what having this goal and having these milestones, if you will, to hit for a deadline will help you kind of get motivated again and kind of get going again. So if you guys have questions at all on any of this, let me know. Let me just make sure that I have everything that I wanted to say. Okay, so what this means, okay, so the incentive period started at the very first of the month. So if you already have anything in for the first of the month, then you should be seeing stuff in your incentive tracker, which is awesome. So if you go look at your tracker, it should be right. You can go through it. You can go through it through the incentive page, the incentive website, where you get your sorority handbook. Yeah, and it looks like, yeah, and then in your summary, you'll see it in your summary as well at the very bottom, right underneath where you see your personal volume, your team volume, that right under that you will see what your current rank is. Everyone started at 0, so you were at Protege. Everyone company-wide started at Protege. And basically our first real big goal is to start recruiting right away and to hit pink right away, and to teach your team members to do the exact same thing. Hitting pink again is 1,000 in cumulative sales, which if you guys can do it this month, that would be ideal. And then we do have some prizes in store in addition to what Posh is giving to you guys, or already giving, or yeah, what you're already earning from Posh. So, sorry, I'm a little bit tongue-tied. And the tracker is live, so it's gonna be one of those things where you're gonna get really used to refreshing that thing and watching it like a hawk. And I really, really just want to stress to you guys how important it is to kind of understand a little bit more of how an incentive period works, make sure you're talking to people about it, because if you had somebody who is that you've talked to before or semi-interested in joining, this might be the push that will get them to do it. If you had fence sitters that were waiting for January, let them know about this. Let them know about this. It's okay if they want to wait for January, but you want to make sure they have all the information at hand so that they know that when they join, they will be within the incentive period, which is still great though, because the incentive runs through the end of March, which means if they're aiming for their 60-day goals and hitting their 60-day goals, they're going to do really well. Well, they're going to earn their pops, but they're also going to earn additional goodies in the incentive period. So really just kind of a good thing overall. Okay, let's see. What else can we kind of go over? Okay, so something that I want to stress to you guys that I talk about often, but this is going to be something that I don't think I talked about in the first overview, is how important it is going to be to put your personality into what you are, to your business. Now is the time to do it more than ever, because everybody is ramping up for the incentive period and you want people to choose you as the consultant. So what can you do different? What can you do that customizes it? We have some girls that are great at putting gifts together, are great at wrapping, are super creative, are super frugal, or they know how to make things look good and simple. They know how to make things extravagant. They know how to talk to people. Everyone has their different thing that they're good at, and if we kind of are able to use our event page to kind of talk about how we're doing things and kind of share, we can all help each other out and kind of get it going, because if one person succeeds, we all succeed. And that's really kind of something that I hope that you guys are seeing, that with Posh becoming more popular or becoming a little bit more known in some circles, it's going to help everybody. All right. Hey, Laura. All right. Do you have any questions? If you guys do, let me know. Our December action calendar is going to be a good one for you guys to kind of take a look at to help you with day-to-day stuff. For those of you who really just kind of need some sort of direction, check out the sorority handbook. That's really going to help you out. And then the action calendar is definitely going to help you out too, with a little bit more actionable items. So for example, today's the 5th. Today was make 50 recruiting packets. Make 20 recruiting packets. If you want to make 50, that's fine, but make 20 recruiting packets. You know, that's a good goal to have. Have those recruiting packets on hand. And anyway, just basically keep on going with what you are doing, but you want to kind of, be a little bit more consistent and aware that this is the incentive period. If you have things that you can be doing and you're somebody that decides that you're going to do it later, you always have time later, maybe go just spend a little bit more time and do that. Spend a little extra time each day to do the extra stuff that you want to get done. Hey, Sabrina. Thank you guys for joining. Let me know if you guys have questions. I know you guys are super excited for Greece. And I want to make sure that you guys are getting what you need. I am hoping, so I've had a lot of premieres share what they are doing, what's working for them, what's kind of stand outish. And whenever I see something that I find, yes, that is awesome, that is something I'd never thought of before, or something that I found useful, I share with you guys. And I hope that you guys are doing the same thing on the team page, because the team page is not my team page, okay, guys? It's all of ours. And if you're doing something awesome, like somebody had the forms that they had at their event, and they were following up with all of the people that filled that out. That's awesome, because they did it with everybody they talked to or everyone that filled out the form, which probably means that they had contact with these people that they talked to. And it was worth it to have that extra contact. And they went the extra mile to provide them with some follow-up, which is perfect. And I'm loving this. I love seeing all of the things that everybody else is doing. So I'm sharing with you guys what premieres are doing. So I'm hoping that you guys are finding those useful. And then if you have like an aha moment or something that you were like, I can't believe I never thought of this, or I'm so glad that this worked the way that I hoped it would, or this didn't work as well as I hoped, share it, because maybe we can help, or maybe we can be inspired somehow. So when you have a rough time with your VIP group, and you've done everything that you think you can do to, any possible thing to involve interaction. So Sabrina, like, you're not the only one. And I really think that sometimes it depends on the people in your group, it depends on the season, and it depends on what you're doing in the group. So I am not the perfect example with my VIP group. So I always own that. However, I see the most participation when I am talking about my personal things, right? When I'm sharing things that are not necessarily Posh related, but something that I'm excited about. And the season, it's hard. I'm sure that you guys are not, or you're busy, that the holiday season makes everyone crazy, with, there's so many things that you need to be doing, and it's hard to kind of keep up. And I think that's kind of the case with our customers too. But you want to hopefully provide posts and quality things in your VIP group that they are going to look at. And I find actually often that if I post something that somebody ends up liking the previous post, and then they like my last post, or not necessarily the post that I just posted, but a previous post. Like, they saw it, and in my mind, I think they probably saw it, but then they're like, well, what's going on in that group, and let's see what else she's posted that I missed. So I think that having some sort of, sometimes you're gonna have to try things with your groups, but personal is always recommended. And it doesn't have to be Posh related. It doesn't always have to be sales related. It could be informational. It could be funny. It could be, what's your favorite song of the moment? Something to kind of just get people, the holidays are crazy. What are you doing? Don't forget to take care of yourself. What have you done to do, what have you done for yourself today? Something like that, right? Yeah, and then Laura, your thankful posts were really awesome, because it was a really great insight into your life, and kind of see, what you're doing. And that's kind of what I'm always saying about VIP groups, and not just VIP groups, but social media, is that they are following you. They want to know a little bit more about you, behind the scenes of your life kind of thing. And it's not like they're following Perfectly Posh corporate page. They're following you, and you want them to distinguish you from everybody else. So, there's some girls who are really, really into Disney, and it's very apparent in their business because they're always at Disney or always posting about Disney. But it makes them a little bit more unique and a little bit more interesting, right? So, because you're like, that's really awesome. And one of the things that I thought was really cool was that there was somebody that, I'm sure I've talked about this before, but someone was asking, like, why do you do Posh? What's your why? And if your why is you love to travel and you want to have that option to travel and that flexibility, then that's kind of what you are hopefully infusing into your social media posts and your VIP group stuff, is the fact that you love to travel and that Posh is a means to travel, or you love having that extra bit of cash of your own, and Posh is a means to do that. So you can post things that, like, hey, this is what Posh was able to do for me, kind of thing, but not necessarily like in that wording, but not necessarily, like, obviously you could, but something like that, right? Like, something that conveys what Posh can do for you and what kind of lifestyle you can have because of Posh. Hopefully that makes sense. It takes practice. All right. Did I answer your question? Hopefully I did. I think that if your VIP group isn't doing super well with a bunch of sales posts or with like giveaways or something, maybe try something different. Maybe your group isn't into that, you know? So it really just takes a little bit of extra kind of try. It's a trial and error kind of thing. And Laura, that's awesome. You got a new phone because of Posh, or Posh helped you get it. That's awesome. And see, that's great that you shared that. Like, people who were like, payday. It's Posh payday, yay, you know, or, you know, I love seeing that people post stuff like that because it helps. If you don't talk about why you're doing Posh or why it's important to you, people don't know. There is a stigma that comes with direct sales, and people think that you're just there to sell them product. And that it might be gimmicky or salesy, but that I'm hoping that you guys already understand with Posh, that isn't the case. That our mission is not just to sell stuff. That just happens to be a means to accomplish our mission, which is to help people pamper themselves and to realize that they deserve some time to take care of themselves, I guess. Yeah, see, no one's gonna answer that though. And I don't mean it in a bad way, but like this, you posting that you got your car vinyl was awesome because I saw that and I was like, that is awesome. And that's the thing, is that people are, okay, so what I was saying, that people are going to put you into that category. You're like, oh, direct sales, and they don't even think about it. But that's why it's up to you to show them that that's not what it is. You're not here to push product on them. That's not even how we don't even teach you guys that, you know. We want you guys to get, you know, we want to help people. We want people to realize that they deserve to take care of themselves, themselves, and that, like, you know, being a woman or a mom or whatever, that sometimes you forget to take care of yourself. And if you have 5 minutes extra each day and you can kind of take a little bit of time to yourself, it's okay, and that you're worth it. And some groups are going to be a little bit more observant rather than participating. And there's just kind of there are types of people that are going to be more observing versus interacting. And it's going to be, you're going to have to find posts that are going to kind of draw those people out. Those people who aren't naturally, it's not natural for them to post anything. And maybe they'll like something, but it's not natural for them to actually like interact with a post. So there are some different posts you can put out there. You can do polls, you can do this or that, you can do something to have them talk about themselves, have them talk about their families, have them talk about something like that. Facebook Live parties, any Facebook party, a lot of it comes down to how well people know the product and how excited they are to join the party. Hostess coaching hugely comes into play when it comes to this. So you do want to prep your hostess and kind of train her to be like a mini consultant so that she can talk to people and let people know how excited she is about it and get them excited about it too, because they don't trust you, they trust her. They're there for her and they want to know why. They want to hear from her. So if you can get her to talk to people personally so that they are excited to join the event, that's going to help. But then it helps if she's kind of participating, but not just participating and just saying awesome, cool, but like sharing her personal testimonies, sharing her using the product, and being like a mini consultant, like your assistant, she's the hostess, you're there to help, basically. If you can get a hostess to participate that much. And a lot of that is prepping her to understand how you're going to run the party, giving her the tools for what she can do to run a successful party. And so basically like helping her, tell her that she needs to personally invite people, telling her that, that you want her to share, that this event page is hers as well. And that, you know, and I've tried this out a couple times and it hasn't worked as well, but it's because of the crowd I think that I was in. But you can have your hostess tell you what her favorite products are, and focus those products and make sure that the party's about her and her favorites and earning for her. And also, you know, being, if you want to offer a bundle that is a specific, this is the hostess's favorites bundle. She loves this, and I hope that you guys love it too. And then have her tell you why she loves it, you know. Hey Erica, thanks for jumping on. Yes, I'm sorry that it keeps getting interrupted, but I just pause and hopefully it comes back just fine. That's a good idea. Try asking about your favorite holiday tree and then post yours. That worked really well for you in October, Laura, which, see, that's the thing is like, I think that if like your VIP group is gonna, if you can kind of view it more like a lifestyle group rather than a sales group. Sometimes you gotta pull back from all the deals and just make it a place that people want to talk, hang out in. Make it in a place where people can kind of share their similar interests. And like I said, it takes not just practice, but it takes time to build it up. And it also is, it really just depends on who's in there and who's, you know, it's a time of day, time of season, whatever kind of thing. My VIP group, I have people from all over, and so no one's ever on at the same time. And so that's why I get those people who will like posts after I have posted a new post. Or comment on a post after I've posted on a new post. If you are getting any type of interaction, you want to make sure that you are also reciprocating. You are replying, you are commenting, because that's going to help you build relationships with those people that are responding, and it's going to help because the more comments and the more interaction, the more people will see it. Especially if you are friends with the people that are in that group, they're going to see it more. Any other questions? We can go on about whatever else you guys want. Well, I have you guys here. I hope you guys have looked at the sorority handbook because it is a very good tool. And it might seem overwhelming, but it's there to help you guys, not overwhelm you. So don't, I looked at it and looked at the page, like the number of pages, and I was like, holy smokes. That's a lot, but take it step by step, page by page, and see what works for you. Yes, I love that Posh offers so many incredibly amazing tools for us now. Like, they work with the best of the best to get all of this stuff out to you guys. The Prep Academy videos, the Tuesday training videos, all of this is volunteer based. So it's just premieres that are willing to share, and I hope you guys are taking advantage of those. Anyway, all right, does anyone have any questions? If you guys do, I kind of wanted to go a little bit more in depth, but if you guys don't have specific questions, it's hard for me to know what direction to go into. But I did get an email today, and I hope you guys have gotten yours, that talked about the Pledge Posh and Build Your Business Like a Boss. That email with the Pledge Posh challenge. If you guys haven't looked at that email yet, make sure you're looking through it, because there's some really cool stuff in there that you can also get. All right. Okay, sweet. Awesome. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. I'm going to end this then. It's a little bit shorter today, but I don't think anyone has any specific questions, which is great. I'm glad that you guys I'm glad you guys are so excited. There are so many people excited about the Rush incentive. I'm really, really excited for you guys. I'm excited for everybody to kind of get into it and kind of delve in and see what happens. Because like I said, you all can earn every single prize if you want to. And we are all here to help. Make sure that you are on the event page so that you can kind of see all the different things in there. I'm going to try to keep just about everything that's incentive related in there so that it's going to be easier to find for everyone. So if you do find any resources that are going to be helpful, if you found something that's worked for you, then feel free to post in there, or you can feel free to post on the team page if it's something not necessarily team related. But this is the time for you guys to kind of dig in and go for it. And I'm really excited because if you guys, I don't know if you guys know this, if you guys are watching this, if you guys are on right now, if you are posting, if you are commenting, if you are helping people, if you've joined the event page, do you know how much that is going to help that's a correlation to how well you're going to do. Because you are participating, you are taking time to not only participate and help out other people, but to also kind of get your foot in the door and show your leadership skills, what you might be good at, and gain knowledge and take, I'm getting super tongue-tied, but I'm just saying that the people that I see are that are posting. You guys are doing great, and I hope you guys are feeling good about the things that you're accomplishing. Oh, Erica, I hope that stuff comes back. If not, try out the peppermint or eucalyptus stuff. Cold on Hold is a good one. I love Cold on Hold, the bath salt, the MU. So if you cannot get Pamper Your Cold, do Cold on Hold. That's a great alternative. All right, okay, I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. If you guys are watching this recording later and you have questions, you guys always know that you can go to the team page, your sponsor, me, and ask questions. I will talk to you guys later. Have a great night.